We're going to talk to a guy today who says he falls fast for women.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Yikes.
I feel you, bro.
Is it Jose on the phone?
No, not Jose.
You guys don't answer my calls anymore.
Yeah.
All
But-
right, I tried.
In other dates that he's been on, he's fallen head over heels in love.
Oh.
But he says the woman he's calling about today tops them all.
What?
Okay, this is
I'm
extreme,
sure
even for
every
me.
other
Yeah.
one topped them all, too.
Well, he fell so hard, his shoes flew off.
What?
What?
What is
Like,
the cartoon?
What are you talking about?
No, not really. I'm trying to describe his
Okay.
intense style of love.
Oh,
Okay.
This guy is a lover.
Oh.
A fast and
Oh, no.
furious lover.
Okay,
What?
starting to think it's me.
And his
I-
name
yeah.
is Brian. Brian, you're the Vin Diesel of love. How does that feel?
dude.
I'm seeing red
That
flags.
did not sit well with anybody. in the
Yeah.
He loves Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Brian?
Yep, sometimes it gets me in some trouble, but
Okay.
can't help who I am.
room.
So
Alright.
that was an accurate description of you.
Yes, I do have shoes on, and yes, I do fall hard. So
So who is the object of your love? What's her name?
her name is Renee, and she is the best.
She's the
Mm.
best.
Wow.
And what makes her better than all the other loves of your life?
The connection we had, for sure.
Oh, that's nice.
Dude, that's the best answer because everyone knows what you mean when you say that.
So how did
yeah.
you meet Renee?
I met her on a dating app.
Okay.
Sounds intense.
And I'd like to know, a guy like you who wants to be in love immediately, what is your opening line on a dating app?
It's usually just hello.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like too much for me. I don't know about anybody else.
I don't know. You had me at hello.
Yeah.
So what did you and Renee decide to do for a date?
You know, I've been spending a lot of time on these dating apps, and we always meet for coffee or at a restaurant or something, and I just feel like you're under these bright lights or you're in an interrogation room. And I feel like it's hard to be myself. So this time, actually, I was like, all right, I need to be myself more on these dates. So
Okay.
I invited her out to go to an arcade with me, and I thought that would be a lot of fun.
Okay.
That does sound
Okay.
like fun. Although I will vouch for a date in an interrogation room. That is also
You
a good time.
also like that. The bright lights do something for
They
you.
do.
Kiss me
but-
and I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, going back to the arcade. How did things go there?
It went great. We played some skee balls. She beat me in air hockey.
Yeah, that a girl.
We were laughing, and then there was like a moment where she shoved me, and I kind of playfully like nudged her back, and then we held hands, and then we went to the bar there. We had some drinks, and we just really, really connected. And then, you know, after a few drinks, I just kind of it slipped out of my mouth. I said, "I love you."
Oh.
Oh,
You
God.
actually said the L word.
I just heard like record scratch and
Yeah.
silence.
All that momentum we built.
How did she react?
I'm cringing.
Good. She didn't say it back,
Uh-huh.
but she actually kissed me.
Oh.
Wow. Is that the first time
That's
you've ever
good.
dropped I love you on a first date?
Yes.
But I'll
Oh,
say it's good,
man.
man, because obviously she didn't say it back, but she still kissed you at the end of the night. So.
Well, kissed you right after you said it,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that wasn't the end of the night.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the end of the night?
So we were leaving the arcade, and I said, do you mind going for a ride with me? And she's like, sure.
No, total Vin Diesel move.
Yeah. Get a drift or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we drove, and we were driving. You know, we got out of the city, and finally she was like, so where are you taking me? And I was like, don't freak out, but
Well, that's always a good opener.
It's kind of scary.
But what?
But what is right?
I'd like for you to come with me to meet my dad.
No. Stop it!
no,
Get out of
dude.
here! I just opened the door and threw myself onto
Yeah,
the
no.
pavement out of a moving car.
Brian,
You could
you're,
have said Dark Alley would have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meet my
you're
dad.
starting to lose me here.
She's like,
hell,
just leave me.
What happened?
Why are you pushing your luck? You got away with I love you. Slow it down.
Was she willing to meet the family?
Yep, just the dad,
Oh,
and
jeez.
it was good. She really seemed be okay, and she seemed to get along and didn't mind being around my dad at all.
Well, that's good.
Wow.
Wait, wait,
but-
how long did you hang out with your dad?
We weren't there very long, probably about 10 minutes. It's
Okay.
just that he's the most important person in my life, so I really wanted to meet her.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, as long as she didn't seem shook by it, like
I don't know, man.
maybe
What?
no harm done.
Maybe.
I don't know, but he's not getting a call back. Like, it's one of those things that maybe in the moment so much is happening that you just go along with it. And then when you
Yeah.
get time to
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know, go over the evening, you're like, whoa.
Like I said, it's not like I do this every first date. It was the best first date, and I just,
Yeah.
you know, I just thought it was really important for them to meet each other because I'm hoping that going forward they'll be the two most important people in my life.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
At this point, you're like, all right, she's going to be in my life forever. Introduce her to the dad.
So, wait, so now she's not talking to you?
Nope. So I took her back to her car at the arcade late that night, made sure she got in safely, and I messaged her the very next morning and asked her if we could get together again. And she said she was busy. And so first I didn't think much of it, but now it's been about 10 days or so. And she's still always busy. She's not ghosting me, but she's just always busy.
Yeah, that's still ghosting.
You took a lot of risks, but you know what? Maybe that's what the dating world needs. Maybe we need more people who are willing to go out on a limb and just take a risk. And that's why right now, Brian, I want you to know I love you.
No, Jeffrey.
And we're going to play a song and come back, and we're going to get you your second date, okay?
Okay.
There's a lot of love in this room. A lot of clears.
I didn't hear anything
Love you
back.
guys too.
Okay.
Love you
There we
guys
go. We're going to do it right after this. Ladies, if you want a man who's bold, daring, and adventurous, look no further than our listener, Brian. Bold? He said I love you on night one.
I guess you can't argue that. That is very bold.
Daring? He introduced his date to his dad within the first few hours of meeting.
How is everything you're saying true?
Adventurous? He came on the radio and actually admitted to doing all of that. I said he was the Vin Diesel of love, but now I'm saying he's the Chuck Norris of love.
Oh, dang.
And he's roundhouse kicking his way into your heart.
He's a legend, man.
That's just the beard.
So, Brian, I love you once again.
Oh, come on, Jeff.
And I
Love you too.
love what you did for your first date with Renee.
Appreciate it. I try.
I like how every time Brian has yelled it back to you, bro. He really does love easily.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you are a very secure man, Brian.
You are,
and
bro.
that is a refreshing thing to have on this show.
Well, let's do this. Are you ready to call Renee and find out why she would reject the Chuck Norris of love?
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Are you going to be heartbroken if she doesn't want another
Chuck
date?
Norris doesn't get
I'm
heartbroken.
Sorry, I'm just checking.
He bites heartbreak in the throat.
Yeah, there's
Okay,
girls on the text
never
board that
mind.
love him right now.
I take it back.
That's right. All right, let's do this. Let's call Renee.
Let's do it.
Okay, that's
man,
the spirit. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Renee, please?
Speaking. Who is this?
Hi, Renee. My name is Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. I'm hoping you have a second to talk with us.
For a radio show?
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you listen?
I may have heard about you guys, but what is this in regard to?
Okay.
Take a May.
Yep.
We'll take it.
Yep.
It
That's
stings
all right.
a little bit to hear
Yeah.
it that
I
way. but-
know, but it's better than nothing.
So we're doing something you may be familiar with called a second date. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they don't call you back, you can email our show and we'll call that person for you to figure out the reason why.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why we're calling you is because we got an email from a guy named Brian. You remember Brian?
Oh, I remember Brian.
Oh.
Her tone changed.
Yeah, I'm not loving that reaction. I mean, Brian told us about your date, and he said he had a great time with you. And, I mean, he admitted a lot of stuff to us. I won't go into all the details about it just now, but he's hoping to get a better understanding about why you're not calling him back afterwards.
Brian, good guy. I mean, I could say good guy because you don't know who you're going to meet off of these apps. You can be a murderer. You don't know.
Totally
I love that
is.
that's the first thought of everyone.
He's better than a
No,
murderer.
it is. Like,
Okay.
even I'm worried when I swipe on Tinder. I'm like, is she going to murder me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kidding. She will probably won't meet up
Yeah,
with me.
but you weren't murdered, so that's a good...
No, I wasn't murdered literally. I was murdered figuratively.
Figuratively.
Are you dying of laughter?
I think the date killed you, is what you're saying.
Oh.
Why do you say that?
Like I said, Brian, we connected. There was a playful banter of sort. You know, there was a little connection.
Yeah.
Here's where it went completely left.
Okay.
Well, hold on,
Right.
Renee. If you're going to tell us about him saying I love you on night one, he already told us about that.
Yeah.
Which sounds
We know.
so
Oh.
intense.
It was an accident,
So you don't think that's crazy?
Well,
Yeah.
I can see how it's crazy, but that's the whole thing, is that love is sometimes crazy.
No, but
You know, it was a lot, but it looked like it was coming from a genuine place, so I didn't really mind it at that time.
is that why you kissed him back after he said it?
I kissed him a little later, not like after he said I love you, because I'm like,
Oh.
whoa, I'm not doing that. That didn't make me want to kiss him.
Okay.
Okay.
I misunderstood that.
Yeah,
I
that-
thought that was bold on your part. I was like, oh man, she's into it.
That's not the
Okay.
impression that we got.
Yeah.
So what was the moment then for you?
So here's the kicker. It's midnight,
Mhm.
right? You want me to go and see your dad.
That is really weird.
Why would anyone want you to see their parents at midnight?
And why would a parent ever want to see you at
Yeah. It's
I'm
creepy.
surprised
Yeah.
that his dad would be awake that late.
Seriously.
But
Okay.
but
So what
in
did
his
you-
I mean, I want to stand up for this guy because he obviously has very strong feelings for you. The emotions must be going crazy in his head, and he just has a very strong connection. He wants you to meet the family right off the bat.
But it's just
it doesn't mean
such-
that he's a bad guy.
It's just such a huge red flag for like Klinger.
So at this point, I'm already in the car with him when he asked me to go and see his dad. So I kind of just felt like I had no option there, and I just wanted to be nice. But
Right.
we ended up at this cemetery.
What did you just say?
No.
Oh God.
At midnight?
No.
So in my mind, I'm like, oh, he already has my plot for death, because why am I here at midnight at a damn cemetery?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would be freaking out.
So now he gets out the car. He walks down to a grave, and then he speaks to me from the grave and says, hey, Dad, this is the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Oh, sweetie.
my God.
And I'm just like, I need to run.
No, at this point, it's
Oh.
just sad. Like his dad is dead.
It's touching.
Oh.
Touching? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. By a little, I mean a lot.
I mean,
creepy.
I think it's important to note to you that you're going to go visit your dad's grave, not that you're going to go meet his father.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Either way, it's weird.
Sweetie.
I know you got a lot of surprises during this, Renee, but I have one more surprise because I need to tell you that Brian's on the other line listening,
Oh, no.
and he
Great.
heard everything that you said. Brian?
Hi, Renee.
Wow, Brian. So you set this whole thing up on the radio. Like really? That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
Romantic.
Yeah. Sorry
keep
about
doing
that,
so
Renee.
well.
It's just I just missed you so much. I was hoping to see you again, and
Ah.
I know everyone's kind of laughing and thinks it's funny, but
No,
Oh.
we don't think it's funny, Brian.
It's just
funny's
that you
not the
left
word.
out a key detail about meeting the dad.
well, I didn't lie. I mean, I said I took her to meet my dad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you didn't
Wow.
you didn't
You know-
inform us about where your dad was and
And
Sure.
and I think that that's fine. I think that's a really sweet, endearing thing to do
In the
it's just-
daytime.
right?
Yeah.
Like on a first date with someone that you don't know at midnight. It's more than a lot.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't plan on taking her there. Just the emotions came over me. Like
Yeah.
I said, it was the best first date of my life, and
Aw.
I felt like I had to take her there, and that's what my dad would have wanted me to do.
You really think that your dad would have wanted to meet me at midnight at the gravesite? Is that like, I'm really trying to understand your whole mind behind it. Like, it's just weird. You don't think it's weird?
Yeah.
Like you're mirroring Ted Bundy or something. Like, what?
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. He didn't
Wow.
kill his father.
hard. Okay.
Hey, we don't know that. We do not know that.
I mean, we get it, Brian. Like, it's hard. It's hard to miss a loved one. But she's right. Your dad probably would have maybe suggested a different type of scenario for you.
Yeah, I can see how it's kind of weird, but I just want Renee to know that I wasn't trying to do anything to scare her or hurt her. You know, like I said, I love her, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
Brian,
There it is again.
you
I mean-
do not love me.
bro.
You could take it as a compliment.
Oh,
No.
buddy.
I love a lot of things in this world. I don't love you. And I say that from a very nice place, Brian.
So you love ice cream. You just don't love Brian.
Well, Renee, if I made a mistake, maybe you would like to meet my mom instead.
No.
Is your
No.
mom in the cemetery too, or
No, she lives down in Palm Springs. She's doing great.
no? That would have been better. Drive her all the way to Palm Springs.
That's actually a really nice vacation.
Actually,
You
yeah.
know? So.
But Renee,
I love it.
look, I still feel like I want to stick up for Brian as being a good-hearted person.
And
Yeah.
I'm actually with Jeffrey on this, Renee. Like, he's honest. He may be a little bit too inside his feelings, but like, he's kind of a unicorn in the dating world right now. You're not going to get someone as,
No,
you know,
there's a lot of crazy people in the dating scene.
a parent as him.
Ah.
Yeah, Renee, I'm not a perfect guy. You know, I'm really trying to work on stuff, and I just really wish you would give me a second chance.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
Renee.
And with that being said, Renee, we'd like to offer to send you and Brian out on another date, and we'll pay for it.
No.
Are you
No.
Well,
sure?
no, what the date will be
No.
during the daytime.
I think Brian is a great guy, just not the guy for me.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll take you to Palm Springs,
Ooh.
and we'll go meet Brian's mom.
Wait, are you really gonna pay for that?
Yeah, I'll pay for it.
Okay. Hey, Renee.
I won't go with him, but I'll take the trip.
No.
Okay, I don't think so.
You have to go with Brian in order to accept.
No.
Ah,
Oh, dang it.
Love stinks.
yeah.
Don't worry, Brian. If Renee won't go out with you to Palm Springs, then I will.
What?
Yeah. We're packing our Speedos and leaving right now. Let's go. I love you, Brian.
Love you too.
No, hang up the phone before he actually falls in love. Jeffrey.
Too late. We're in love.